Hello, fellow plasticators. Welcome back to the next episode of, well, bodywork. Cutting panels out. Where should we start? I have the Mustang. I need to start sanding on it a little bit. Try to blend the roof in with the rear corridors. I have a 66 Galaxy original convertible that somebody did some custom work on the trunk. So the easiest way to that is cut the trunk out, trunk lid. And then I'll cut the trunk lid out of this one. This is the junker car I picked up. And I'll grab that trunk in there. Next up is my severely basket case, 67 Fairlane. I'm going to show you how you cut these out so they're nice and straight. This was already cut. Not real straight, but I think I can sand her down a little bit. We're going to go ahead and cut this one right above the belt line. I have to do some work on the trunk lid. The lower right corner is cracked, busted away. And then I'm going to cut out the inner fender wells. What we're going to do is I'm going to use a 66 body for basically just the roof and the upper part of the belt line, except for the trunk lid. And I'm going to do some modification to the front for the inner fenders, because the original hood is too wide for the new tooled AMT 66 Fairlane. As you can see, just a smidge wide. So I'm going to fine tune all that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here, and I'll come back as I progress so you can see what's being done. Little updates on this and that. So bear with me and try to show you the best I can, so you get an idea how to do this. But I have a lot going on here, so I'm going to get a lot of it going. I'll pause, I'll stop, and turn the camera on so you can see what's going on here. Hopefully give you an idea of how I do this and that. So with that, we're going to get busy and get set up and get some things done here. We'll be back. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Hopefully you'll be able to see. If you've never done this before, I wouldn't advise doing it. It's got to work slow, and you can't get cut if you're not careful. So it's kind of nice that the belt line is pretty dominant. I looked at it, it had a curve to it, so I couldn't use a straight edge. So I want to be able to get it to fit the other body because it's curved as well. Now I'm probably going to have to soak these because they still got a lot of old paint on them. And I don't know what they painted it with, but try to keep the blade straight. Don't let the blade turn, because then it'll run every which way. Kind of share the use of the blade with both hands here. Don't rely on just the blade. Trying to move the body with your other hand up. It'll help things go a little bit easier. Plus, if you do it straight, everything will work out pretty good in the end. I mean, you still have to fine tune it a little bit, but I've done this for a while, so I'm able to eyeball it. Plus I got a pretty good groove in there, so as long as you do it straight, everything should line up. And you see how it's kind of working pretty smoothly. Probably getting ready to go through on the other side, so you gotta be careful you don't cut yourself. I'll be able to feel it. Yeah, it's getting pretty close. I don't see it yet, but getting close. I can feel it in the body as I run the blade down. I won't be able to do this too much because thumb's hurting a little bit, not as bad as it was. So we're getting better each week. Going through the door, I must be getting close. So that's how I do that. So hopefully you was able to see that, because I couldn't tell and I had a blade, so I really didn't want to mess things up. But we'll be back. Hey people, we're back. To show you, I just got done cutting this side off. Kind of boogered up a little back here, but I can fill that in. That'll be alright. Go ahead and cut it out between the taillight and where the trunk line goes. So that'll be pretty good. I'm thinking about putting an opening trunk on this one. Because why cut it out and then glue it back in. So I'll go ahead and, not much room here, but we'll do our best. And kind of how I do door hinges too, so that'll work out pretty good. But I have both pieces out. I'm going to clean them up and then go from there. Now when I cut the quarters out of the 66, I'm going to go ahead and save them, because you never know when you're going to need a wheel well opening or for something else. You know, maybe it'll be close, it'll fit, so I won't throw that out, I'll just hang on to it. But the plans is to put this on here. Well, let's got the taillight, just flip it around, we'll show this side. We cut that right at the belt line, and then what will happen is this piece will slide up into place like so. Reason being is the 66 has like a definition line, you know, in the body, whereas the 67 is smooth. It's got the belt line and that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and that's how it should look when we're done. It'll be a little better. So I wanted to show you how I managed to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the trunk lid out now, so we have it, and then we got the inner fender well cut out, so I can save them, so I can use that. But that's where we stand. So I'll be back.